part of it. I'm not sure there's a rocking chair on campus at all, but if there is one, Justin Close might be sitting on Saturday mornings, waking up in his...
Couldn't connect with anyone.
I'm not sure there's a hotter player for Minnesota than what Rhett Pitlick is feeling right now.
Here's Pitlick dropping to Moore, right in front, they score! Moore to Pitlick, 1-0 Gophers!
Moving the puck quickly, and when you create turnovers, transitioning the puck in the neutral zone on a short rink, as you see Jimmy Snuggerud do right here, is one way to put the defense back on their heels. What a pass by Oliver Moore, threading this through to Rhett Pitlick.
Where's number 4 on the blue line? Helps hold the puck in momentarily, but now it's Minnesota re-racking, flung in by Oliver Moore. Moore quickly on the puck. Middlestat from the blue line, dipping shot, rebound!
7 feet. Luke Middlestat is going to get this puck after the Gophers enter with speed, putting the puck past the wall that was established on the blue line. And here is Luke Middlestat pulling it off the wall, and a rebound off Soulier. Pitlick again on his forehand side, 4x6s. Probably had some structural adjustments, I would say some effort adjustments as well, that he would like to see a bit more jump in his player step. And when it comes down to it, you got to win puck battles. He's preaching to you. Any offensive player is going to be pretty excited to pull that jersey on.
Justin Close, the save there on Dowiak.
Dowiak trying to stir things up. Could score, was so difficult in the face-off circle and played hard down low. Fink, that offensively gifted player who was the MVP of the Alberta Junior League.
Swung in front by Paquette. Justin Close knocked into. I don't know if that would have counted, as it would have been goaltender interference. They play on.
I agree, that wouldn't have counted.
Chesley, little back and forth. Power play has expired for Minnesota. Kurth turns, fires. Soulier stops them both.
Who was it on the goal line? But the man of the hour, Rhett Pitlick, after
Sarlo unable to squeeze it in. Tearing in after it. There on the forecheck, Minnesota looking to create some havoc caused by Kurth.
And the little things right there. Connor Kurth hustles, negates an icing, creates more offense because they don't have to whistle that down.
Bucco stashes it down low for Dowd. There's Dowd, grabs it right back. Kester makes him pay, but Penn State keeps it alive. Fink kicks it back on the point. From his knees there, Bucco gets the opportunity. And a penalty on the play. Up the boards, Fish couldn't keep it in. Here's Kerwin and Penn State. Dowiak, Kerwin shooting off the side of the goal post. It's Strobel. Second crack at it, Strobel. Soulier makes the stop. Fish in from the point, taking a look. Sticks flying all around. DeMarsico had long.
That I think the NHL is missing out on. The college hockey isn't. Is goalies can go out and play the puck anywhere. Here, I love a goalie that can go back and retrieve it and zing it up the ice. Thinking back, Martin Brodeur was such an incredible asset for the New Jersey Devils. There's so much energy. There's only 40-ish games in the season. They want to play every single one of them. If Coach Godowski goes to him and says, "Hey, how you feeling?" Do you think, even if he's dog-tired, think he's not going to say he's fine?
There's Hughlin. Soulier stops the first one, not the second. Kurth cashes in.
In the postseason last season for Minnesota, fighting for space here, corrals that rebound on his backhand, flings it in towards the goal. A theme for Minnesota. Scoring in close continues. Pitlick with
7 seconds to go. Justin Close, 12th career shutout. The heater continues for Grandpa. Minnesota takes this one. It was impressive the way the young man persevered and played pretty well and earned and deserved another start. Jonathan Motown Morrison, 26 years as a linesman. His final college hockey game, drops the puck in his final match, and away we go for Minnesota. Mike Kester Sarlo, who was probably Penn State's best player last night, digs it loose.
He made with those friends.
So here's Kurth for Lamb, back out in front. Hughlin was there. Chesley fires off the pad of Soulier. Minnesota has the one unsuccessful power play. This guy's due, hasn't scored in 3 games. That's a long time for someone like Jimmy Snuggerud. Snuggerud fires, and there he flashes the ability where he can get that shot off quickly. 65 seconds to go in the period. Bucco for Dowiak. 4 Gophers back already. Big rebound there from Justin Close.
In that 1st and 20.
Took Minnesota 5 minutes to get their first shot on goal in that opening period. See if they can start the second a little better here. Snuggerud pestered by the forecheck there of Sarlo. Kester snapping it in. Shade there on the retrieval, right up the middle. That's a dangerous place to go, and he almost pays for it. He'll play it smart, chuck it in, and go to the bench for a line change. Luke Middlestat knocking it forward. Palisic at the end of a shift, loses it. Watch out. Here's Hughlin walking in. Hughlin shoots, scores! Aaron Hughlin!
Threads it. We talked about turnovers that the Nittany Lions weren't making. Well, there's a big one right there that cues this one up. And Hughlin flushes one right here. Brody Lamb, that leg kick.
Fink steals it. Penalty coming up to Minnesota. In the meantime, it's Law back the other way. Down low for DeMarsico. Fink off the goal post. Reaching back, Justin Close finds it. Checking minor has expired. Luger spinning down low. Lampa in front. Kerwin had a look at it. Minnesota the other way. 3-on-1 here potentially. Pitlick. Hughlin! He's got the brace!
Pass of sorts, and that allows 3 players to exit the zone. That right there around the defense. That was higher thinking for Brodzinski. Pitlick ironically mishandles that slightly, which opens up the lane, and Hughlin has to make an adjustment because the pass comes in a bit more ahead of him than he would have likely preferred. He's doing anything he can here, Dan, to just simply get that puck on net. It kisses the post and then is in.
Luke Middlestat gets on his horse down the left wing boards. Big rebound from Soulier, but he takes care of that second shot. Genev flying down the ice. The lone Nittany Lions, so a little poke check there from Justin Close to keep things safe.
Yeah, Genev flying, but Rinzel just had such a large reach advantage, used it wisely to put the New York native in a position to turn that over.
Here's Hughlin. 2 goals already this afternoon. You can see the confidence. Soulier the drive and the save from Lamb. Lamb looking for the pass back in front.
He knew he wasn't going to panic with it on that blue line as he was going laterally, trying to wait for the shooting lane to open up.
Nelson, Begley, snapped around. Chesley hammers one. Rebound is there. Nelson couldn't get the shot away. Kurth over the line. Here's Hughlin. He's got 2 goals already.
I mean, if you're Aaron Hughlin, if there's any opportunity to shoot the puck, you have to shoot it. You've just got that tonight. You got to take advantage of it.
There's Close to stop. Rebound, Lampa in front. Close has lost his stick and his glove.
The Seller Mike Hastings era has been unbelievable.
Is Mike Hastings the favorite to win Big Ten Coach of the Year here in early February? On the afternoon as the Gophers return to full strength. Aiden Fink looking for the first Nittany Lion goal of the weekend. That is off the goal post. Second post of the afternoon for Penn State. Shade was cruising in. And it's kicked to center by Brodzinski as we approach the final 5 minutes. Nevers the steal. Nevers still with it. Shoots, scores! Mason Nevers!
trying to find it. He just wills it in, turns the puck over by himself, has one player, then gets it from another player. All the way down to the ice. Mason Never, pure hunger on this play is the difference. And that gives the Gophers an awfully important goal, going up 3 with 5 minutes and change.
Bouncing puck. Hughlin has it. Spreads it around. Bagley the shot, rebound, Lamb! Soulier the save.
To the short side, and here's the shot by Bagley that Brody Lamb tracked down. And
shot from an angle there from Fink, fought off by Justin Close. And that's Kurth, long shot, off the goal post. Looking to be the passer instead of the shooter there. Paquette snaps his stick in half. It's been a frustrating weekend for Penn State. 2 consecutive 3-0 shutout wins for the University of Minnesota.
Yeah, that Friday night game had 168 total penalty minutes. The Saturday night game was a little more tame in terms of penalties and emotions, but we'll see how this one plays out.
Nazar wins the draw for Michigan, and the Wolverines will enter into the neutral zone now with Duke. Loose puck scooped up by the Spartans. And now here comes Michigan State. Fighting inside the Michigan zone, and the Wolverines come up with it. It's Tyler Duke who will rip it up the ice and swat it away by Augustine. Picked up now in the neutral zone by Truscott for Michigan. Skating into the zone, Duke rips a shot in front of the net, loose puck, and it's floated up. Duke tips it back out, and Truscott will wrap it around the boards. Hughes has it for Michigan, dumps it back for Luca Fantilli. Fantilli off the boards, and it's picked up by the Spartans. Big hit along the boards. Shifsky going to work inside with a couple of green jerseys. Tommy Manisto now in the neutral zone, into the Michigan zone. Manisto, his shot is covered up by Barczewski, and some early chippiness between these two squads as Ernest will float it away and allow for a shift change. Here comes Michigan State. Gucciardi. A scrum for the puck, and it's picked up by Savage. Savage throws a shot into the body of Barczewski. And Nienhaus will skate back into his own zone to pick up the puck. Levshnoff throws it off the boards for Shouty. There's a shot by Manisto, misses just left. Basgall, his shot. Can't find the back of the net. Michigan State continuing to work the puck around close. Shouty tried to rip one in there again. Shifsky picks it up now. Skating up the right side, and that pass is tipped away. Howard now with it. A nice wrister from Howard.
He did not play in that game due to injury, so he's really big for the Wolverines here.
There's a chance for Michigan State. Geary's shot blocked away by Barczewski. Here comes Seamus Casey for the Wolverines into the neutral zone. Skating over the blue line to Draper. Draper flicks it in toward the blocker of Augustine, but nothing doing. And we'll reset. Nienhaus. Shot blocked away by Barczewski. Jonah, Michigan State continuing to be the aggressors here. Steve Holtz into the zone. Shifsky with a chance, and it's blocked and covered up by Augustine. First good look Michigan's had tonight, and Augustine delivers. Plechky wraps it around the boards. It ends up right behind the Spartan net. Estapa, he'll rip a shot straight into the center logo on the jersey of Augustine. Sturbach hit the ice. Nazar over the blue line. Brindley will just shuffle it back to Casey, who rips a shot, and a real good look from Casey. Snuck all the way through Draper and Mueller face off. Casey keeps it in the zone for the Wolverines. There's a shot on net. Loose puck in front of the net. Draper dove for it, and it was scooped up by Mueller. Mueller into the neutral zone for Michigan State.
They've been going with a lot of dump and chase here, Michigan State has. And I think we're going to expect to see that a lot more with the way that they've been able to forecheck.
And again, you see Augustine scoops the loose puck in the neutral zone. Shot blocked away by Augustine as Moldenhauer hits the ice. They're really good at getting goals shorthanded as well. Haven't had that opportunity against Michigan's strong power play. Michigan wins the faceoff, but Tommy Manisto is the one that comes up with the puck. He rifles a shot toward the blocker of Barczewski.
We're starting this period, Michigan with their first line out there and Michigan State with their fourth. And they almost took advantage of it right there. The speed of Nazar and Brindley flying through the neutral zone got that 2-on-1 called just offside.
The chess match you're seeing from these head coaches. Adam Nightingale obviously kept in the neutral zone by Michigan. Shifsky reps it around the backside of the boards. Warren rips a shot that's gloved by Augustine, and it feels like Michigan's come out aggressive, sent back, and Geary controls in the neutral zone. Spartans will reload. Howard, he'll rip a shot, and it's off the blocker of Barczewski. Again, another shot on net. Barczewski covers up, making sure everything's running smoothly. Fantilli up ice to Brindley. Michigan 3-on-2 break. Brindley, nice move. Sidestep, shoots and scores! And Gavin Brindley breaks the seal. Michigan is on the board.
As we'll see right here, the patience, pulls it back, rips it blocker side, post in.
Moldenhauer dumps it off for Ernesti. Left in. Ooh, a good chance for Michigan. They centered it. Draper just unable to flick it in. Kelly now for Michigan State, and he scores just like that. Still knotted up, 1-1. Tanner Kelly coming right back on the other end.
Across Barczewski and tuck it in with his backhand.
Michigan State currently #1, looking to maintain that as Minnesota right there in Wisconsin. Real close with the Spartans in the table. Draper shakes off a hit, and here's a one-on-one with Barczewski, and what a save from Barczewski. Puck still loose. Barczewski able to get back in front of the net. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a great game. Really exciting to watch. Really excited to be back there tomorrow night.
Dorwart shot blocked by Barczewski. Here's Levshnoff. He'll rip, and it's absorbed by Draper. Here's a chance for Russell, and Daniel Russell puts the Spartans on top. 2-1 Sparty.
That one that close. Russell puts it right over the shoulder.
Moldenhauer has it taken, and it's Dorwart to Howard. Howard, nice pass to Sturbach. In front of the net, and it makes its way in. Maxim Sturbach extends the Spartan lead, 3-1 Michigan State.
Take a look here. Not a crazy shot from the backhand, it's rolling.
Rigordi tried to get there, and it was a little short, poked away. Michigan with 5 seconds left on the penalty kill. And that should do it. So a successful kill for the Wolverines, but Hughes and Savage face off. Face off is won by the Spartans. And that's hurtling towards the net. That's going to be a goal.
And that's an example of when face-offs are super important. You get that possession right away, able to fire it off, and just perfect placement by Red Savage.
With a 3-goal Spartan lead and under 2:30 to go.
Barczewski is at the bench again.
Davidson will rip it into the net, and that'll do it. 5-1, Michigan State leads. Davidson puts in the second empty netter for Michigan State.
Exactly, Kellen. And in terms of the season series for
their stranglehold on the top spot in the conference, Michigan still behind Notre Dame, looking for that 4 spot. Horn sounds, your final from Yost is Michigan State 5, Michigan 1.
Night in Michigan State's 5-1 win over Michigan in Ann Arbor. It was a 4-goal third period. Off we go in this one. Michigan trying to bounce back from last night and avoid to the line. Nienhuis racing over to keep it in. Did so momentarily, but promptly taken out by Warren. Now Moldenhauer racing over the line. A shot. Rebound still available. 8:22 to go in period 1. Spartans a little shaky with the puck. The last couple of shifts. Basgol played it up to the Michigan line. Went off a stick blade. Now Spartans trying to settle down and get a shift going in the O zone. Out in front once more. Shot! Score!
Tanner Kelly makes them pay. Looked like complete possession, or Luca Fantilli was going to get it. Instead, it goes to Tanner Kelly. He wheels and fires before Jacob Barczewski can really get set and locate the puck.
Against Michigan's top line. Nazar, Brindley, and McGroarty on the ice for Michigan. They're big guns.
Live off the seam passes with one-time threat set up on each flank. McGroarty on the right side, Brindley on the left.
Brindley goes striding in after it. Follow-up chance. Score! It's Dylan Duke right where he likes to score his goals.
Now coming on the man advantage. And look at the speed of Gavin Brindley. Wins the race. Gets
see if that will be the fate tonight, or if this score will change over the next 12 and change in the second period.
Second period has been Michigan's best all season.
That's true. Long shot from the point. Score!
And Tiernan Schaude, the sophomore out of St. Clair, Michigan, pouncing on the rebound of the Nash Nienhuis shot.
And a good one, just like the first. Spartans promptly answer the game-tying goal. Can they get another one here? Oh, they do! What a passing play, and leads to a goal for Carson Dorwart.
Last night in the third period, and the Wolverines have numbers defensively. And Jacob Barczewski wanders from the crease.
Stick blades. Crowd loving the action here at LCA. Played to the line, but held in by Warren. Rebound spilled out off the leg of Augustine. It's opening up now for Gucciardi. Clean entry for the Spartans. Fanning on a shot there was O'Connell. Recorrals it for potentially a second chance. Swung it lightly towards the net.
With just stick battles, stick strength duels.
They win a face-off. Nienhuis, a shot that got all the way through. Barczewski had to make another save. Back to...
And Jared said, I don't want to be too lofty, but Sergei Bobrovsky of Florida might be an NHL comparable to him. His athleticism, poise, demeanor, and the way he can pounce on a puck like a tiger.
Trey Augustine.
Myself at my advanced stage doing it solo.
Especially after our morning workout today. Backhand bid that was saved there by Barczewski.
So the Badgers, if you want tickets for that one, it'll be hard to come by.
Here's a chance for Michigan State. Russell goes wide with that bid. An opportunity, some nice physical work in front of the net from Michigan State. Sturback to deny any chance from brewing there. McGroarty couldn't find that hot feed, but Holtz hung on. Now back to McGroarty. Put it to the doorstep. Brindley scores!
Good of tonight, but he's not able to take away Gavin Brindley's stick. Net front, Brindley gets inside positioning with his stick and able to convert. Really difficult to beat down low.
It was a great shift that came close. Now the Spartans have a look at their own. Long bid. Rebound available out in front of the net. Who can scrape it free? 40 couldn't quite settle that puck down. 45 seconds to go. A bid. Didn't get through to the line, but not out once more. Here's Brindley again. Down low and deep, they reload and set up. 35 seconds left. Oh, a pass out in front. Tried to sweep it in. Couldn't do so. Length of the ice, the puck goes. What a sequence there. And the Wolverines were inches away from a potential game-tying goal.
Juicy rebound, and he tried to whack it into the backhand. Let's take another look.
8 seconds left. Spartans trying to keep him on the outskirts. Can the Wolverines get one more look off? They will not. And Michigan State escapes, coming out victorious and reclaiming the Iron D Trophy here in Detroit.
And from the Kohl Center, Madison, Wisconsin, we are underway. Notre Dame takes the tip. This is a team coming into this game at 14 early here. They are a team that gets better as the game goes along, as that one gets near the crease, works its way back out. Notre Dame controlling the pace in the early goings. There's a clean look, but a save, and that one's covered up by McClellan.
Early chance there for Notre Dame. McClellan, he's been taking a beating these last couple of weeks, able to make the stop right there in front of some traffic, but got shoved up into his own goal a little bit earlier there, and obviously such a subject of controversy. Last week, 2 goals getting wiped off the board due to goaltender interference for the visiting Minnesota Golden Gophers. McClellan, the subject of some controversy, but obviously Wisconsin will take it.
There's a one-timer at the top sent away by McClellan. Yeah, there's some. Here comes Notre Dame on the attack once again. This is Danny Nelson, the freshman. Selected through defenders and taking a shot on goal. Rebound, McClellan can't find it, and that very nearly went in. I would say that this is a game that's likely to be low scoring, but
Wisconsin's own Dexheimer there, who would have put that one in. McClellan, first save was really awkward. It came whistling out. There's a really juicy rebound there for Notre Dame to potentially jump on, but
trying to battle in the corner. Looks like the Badgers come away with it. This was played loose in the crease. Isn't put in, not quite. It's covered up, and the Badgers come up empty. Boy, another excellent chance. Winds up with no goal.
Had it on his backhand here, and he tried to stick it through the legs, and it looked like he did. Oh, he hit the post on the far side. I was going to say, it looked like it went through Bischel, and he was able to just cover it up.
Yeah, I thought it was a goal for a second. I mean, Bischel didn't look like he got any contact, just straight off the pole. To your point, is that one's played inside once again. Another look, this time for Latch. Make an argument, this is the first and second best goalkeeper in the nation. This one's sent back out. This is Ben Dexheimer. Leaving it with William Whitelaw. There's a nice spin. That one winds up behind the net. Multiple big hits dished out. Now here come the Badgers. There's a shot inside, but sent back out. Battling for it. They love those long passes. There's another good one. Tyson Dick couldn't quite hold on to it. Now Ryan Seedham, the grad transfer from Harvard. Here's a chance from Notre Dame, left, and a score! Just like that, Notre Dame gets on the board.
He's able to get that one for Notre Dame. Just a backdoor tap-in. A fabulous pass there from Justin Janicki, and 1-0 Notre Dame right there. Strand
still holding on to that lead right now, 1-0 in the early goings. And Anthony mentioned last series. Oh, here's a chance for Wisconsin. A nice pass, but an excellent save there from Ryan Bischel. There's another big hit laid out there, almost a tabletop on Landon Slagert. That shot up high, but sent back. Looked like McClellan almost punched that one out of the air. Quinn Finley gets a stick on him momentarily. Now the Badgers getting a line change. That was freshman Cole Kanuba with it, one of many excellent freshmen on this team. They might count there 7 for Notre Dame. Here's Horvath singing it the other way. There's a shot, an excellent save once again.
And Wisconsin has had 3 looks just like that, about circles inside the hash marks, and just unable to bury any single one of them. And these are some of the guys that they would most want in these situations. That's William Whitelaw, future Columbus Blue Jacket, and has an absolute sniper shot.
There's another chance for the Badgers, and that one's up high.
Add another one to the list.
Oh, Bucky allergic to the net so far in the first period. There's Latch sending one inside. Whitelaw there to retrieve it, but if you're a Badger fan, got to feel good, though, that your X's and O's have been working so far. Lash inside, that one can't get redirected. Anthony Kerr couldn't put in the difficult shot. There's a turnaround shot from Whitelaw. That one works its way into the crease, has to be covered up by Bischel.
It's an up a little bit, just chance after chance.
Now it's Dexheimer trying to play some defense, and the Badgers having trouble getting it out of their own zone here. That one in the crease, but no Irish there. Looks like that one's off for the official. Still up against that near side, and now here comes Notre Dame. Nice pass to the far end, and centered once again. Another center, and inside, and another Notre Dame goal! An absolute Irish ambush.
Through the crease, you'll see the spin and the throw across, and getting a stick on it there was Cilia, but it ended up making its way through to Carpenter, and McClellan made it over there, but
he generated a lot of opportunities for himself so far in this first period.
Yeah, that is absolutely the difference so far, Vince. It's just Wisconsin has countless chances so far to start the game, and they've been able to bury the chances that they've had, and that's why they're up 2-0.
Yeah, you said it. Second period underway, and there's a lot of ways you can look at that shot stat. If you're a Badger fan, D. St. Foul, maybe trying to change that. I'll set to Dexheimer at the top. Now back to D. St. Foul. Now Dexheimer, that's his spot, gives to Lucius. Badgers generating to look for themselves earlier from this. Leaving it D. St. Foul, who puts it in!
And there again, you see how beneficial Cruz Lucius is to Wisconsin. Watch the eyes of all these Notre Dame defenders getting sucked in, and then that last D. St. Foul open to find that little pocket of space. All alone, and that's it. Game over. Roof it over the right shoulder of Bischel.
Play was deemed to be offside.
Can't center it. Here comes another break opportunity for Notre Dame. A 4-on-2. Sent the other way. A shot. No, centered. And it looks like McClellan's on it. Sent back out. It looks like an open net shot. Notre Dame maybe trying to add on. Instead, it's the Badgers. Here's Fitzgerald with a prime opportunity. Who puts it in?
State transfers taking advantage of a defenseman falling down in the neutral zone, and then just snapping a shot right by Bischel out to challenge. And
earlier in this game had maybe an open net, had a nice move to get himself a look. Was not able to finish the job. This time he does. Here's Cruz Lucius maybe trying to add on. There's another chance for the Badgers, and there's another goal. We're tied.
Tables turn. That play, you could feel it developing, so could the crowd, and there a bounce.
In that final 38 seconds, Badgers piling on 2 goals, and suddenly we are knotted up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, Vince, it felt like there was a different kind of buzz in the building during that second intermission than there was at the...
Nearly Wisconsin scores their 3rd straight. That was Simon Tassi playing with all sorts of energy. That puck's still loose behind the net. Oh, it almost feels like that Wisconsin out of nowhere making opportunities, and there's another one!
The game, what a play. And Wisconsin continuing the momentum, out in front just 1 minute and 8 seconds into this 3rd period.
Wow, just over 2 minutes of game time. The Badgers have scored 3 goals.
Trying to get the tying goal here with 2:09 left.
Just over 2 minutes to play, maybe just building up the suspense where it could be a climatic ending. There's a chance for Wisconsin, a short-handed opportunity, and there it is! The put-away punch, compliments of Carson Battle.
Is putting the puck in the other team's net, and Simon Tassi with an incredible play defensively in the zone to create that loose puck turnover. Tap up ahead for Carson Bantle, bury it into the empty net.
But for Wisconsin, it sure looks like that the train will keep on rolling. 4-2 is your final at the Kohl Center. A very close, fun game.
That's a really big loss for the Badgers to have in this one.
Hockey game where you're often shorthanded. See, the Badgers can rebound. Looks like they'll take the opening faceoff, and we are underway at the Kohl Center in Madison, Wisconsin.
And was able to get those 2 quick ones.
Looked like that was a near opportunity there. Jack Horvath couldn't receive the pass early on, and now he is very nearly putting that one in. Wound up with a smile on their face heading into that final intermission. And now here's Cruz Lucius. His fingerprints are all over yesterday's game. You can see why right there. Bischel covering it up.
Yeah, I expect that to continue here as well, especially with the way yesterday's game went. Notre Dame probably a lot of frustration.
Here's a chance for Wisconsin right off the bat, and very nearly 1-0. But they really had further opportunities to add on in the early goings. Some that were off the post. That one sent at McClellan, winds up bouncing out to the far corner.
All of them had 2 points, I should say. Janicki just 2 assists, and then Carpenter and Strand with a goal and an assist. But that line was Notre Dame's best, as we were saying, and that's the one that Jim Jackson could trust most when off the wall, both offensively and defensively, it would seem lately.
Now here's Wisconsin. That shot deflected off the stick of Carson Bantle. Off the rebound, Charlie Stramel, a guy who the Badgers are looking to get him going. He's been active so far tonight. And here's a prime opportunity, a shot and a score! William Whitelaw making it 1-0 Badgers.
It's the goaltender, William Whitelaw, the freshman from Rosemount, Minnesota, scoring his 8th of the year right there, right through the 5-hole.
Yeah, talk about Owen Lindmark, who's missing today's game. I'm sure Wisconsin hopes he's not out long term. Leads their team in goals. Incredible shot percentage, over 17%, as that shot's high in the air. And
Tassi with a great find there for Whitelaw, and he tried to just guide it in, but Bischel doing a good job to slide across.
Zach Lusinski going flying out of the box, creating a turnover. Wisconsin able to get it back. There's a long shot from Tassi, and trying to catch up to it. That's Charlie Stramel delivering a hit, but his pass is off the mark.
Well, that's kind of what a big guy like Charlie Stramel can bring, 6'3", 215, and just discarding a Fighting Irish defender from the puck there.
First round pick from Minnesota. The talent is definitely there. You can see him. He just got that look about him. He's getting another shot from Wisconsin, a rebound chance.
Never quite had all 7 perfectly in the top 20.
Now Notre Dame trying to go to work. That one fed inside by Drew Bavaro. He's got it once again at the point. Saying it in once again. Nice save by McClellan. Rebound leaks out. Looks like Notre Dame might have had a chance off the rebound. Said here comes Wisconsin. Looks like that pass a little bit in front of Joe Poladichuk. He'll send it in. Poladichuk, such an underrated contributor to this squad. Second line defenseman, but just as a freshman, you gotta wonder what this guy will look like when he reaches the latter stages of his collegiate career. Now Whitelaw trying to circle in. Will have to send it back out. Now this one sent inside and covered up by Bischel. You can hear the crowd getting a little excited there.
Pretty successful run, I'd say. If you're the all-time NCAA coaches win leader among active coaches, I'd say you're doing something right. So.
Yeah, currently 10th all-time. That one's saved by Bischel. No hesitation there from the grad student. And yeah, it also makes it more important to play those freshmen. Here we have a nice pass, and the Irish are in business. There's a center and a shot. Looks like that one was offline. They're certainly more than capable of climbing their way out of it. Not an elite offense, just under 3 goals allowed per game. And here's a chance for Wisconsin off a botched defensive possession. Matthew D. St. Phal had a great look at it, but Ryan Bischel once again. Now off the turnover, Janicki. Looks like official's arm comes up. We'll have a penalty.
That's the number 2. That's really important as well. Possession right away. Wisconsin leading in that department as well.
Wisconsin outshot Notre Dame 18-7.
As long as you don't break the fire code.
Yeah, and you can put people on the roof for that matter. Get a centering opportunity from Notre Dame, but they retain possession of the puck. We get a shot inside and a nice save there by McClellan.
Season in terms of doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Uh-oh, your chance for Notre Dame. That one off the post. Cole Knuble rang the bell, could not sound the horn. Get another shot from Notre Dame. That one off the bat of McClellan.
You'll see, there's another look at this chance by Knuble. A nice move to get to the outside, but McClellan so aggressively out to challenge. Not a lot of places
in that net. Lightning quick reaction times. Not too dissimilar from Ryan Bischel. But Lotch there to take it away. Janicki, a nice move to try and send it back out, but Lotch. Uh-oh, loose in front of the crease, and an excellent save by McClellan.
There, you'll see that one go right off the stick, and there's Carpenter all alone out front. And McClellan again.
Now Fleming trying to send it in. Instead, it's down and around to Henry Nelson. Nelson trying to play it inside. Carpenter couldn't stuff it in. There's Carpenter trying to chase down the puck. Instead, it's Wisconsin on the move. Carson Bano slicing and taking a shot. Loose in the crease. Wisconsin there taking it away and trying to stuff it in. Now it's worked its way out to Bavaro. Bavaro catching up to it there. No one to center it to. A nice spin. And there's her centering pass. Kyle McClellan earning another save.
Getting some help from his defense as well. There's another look, and McClellan's obviously in good position there.
Yep, not a lot of juice on that. As eventually, the third period is underway. Notre Dame had all sorts of break opportunities yesterday. Has not been the case today.
Stramel got hit up high there in an inadvertent collision, but I think Notre Dame is going to get a penalty for that here.
I think you're right. Ooh.
It's away from it. I had my eyes on Stramel actually, and he got.
See a replay here. Maybe Dick at the end of that clip.
Wisconsin penalty number 16, Tyson Dick, 2 minutes for hooking.
Hooking nonetheless called, and here's Seedham sending it to the top. Now Seedham getting it once again. And we got a centering opportunity. Oh, very nearly a goal by Landon Slagert. Has had a very quiet series to this point. Seedham playing it inside. Instead, it leaks back out.
Such a good setup there from Notre Dame. They got the look they wanted.
Seedham sends it the other way for a one-timer. Looks like that might have been Slagert once again. That one zipped through the crease harmlessly. Cole Knuble has it, now sending it back to Seedham. He's been the commander of this power play attack. Knuble again with the shot. Nice save made by McClellan. Notre Dame doing a good job getting the rebounds. This time it's Knuble at the top. He tried to Slagert once again, and there it is, tie game! Landon Slagert gets that goal, and just like that, the Irish make it one apiece.
Get it to strike finally, and at the perfect time, Landon Slagert just battling out front. Wisconsin defenders got to put a body on him somehow. I was watching Care for that entire penalty kill, kind of just letting Slagert do his thing.
Get a chance to move up that rank. You have to think the voters do a very good job contextualizing the records of these teams. So if you're 500 in the Big Ten, they'll recognize that and vote accordingly.
Take another look here. Horbach's right in his grill, and sure, this is all.
Just over 10 minutes left to play. Wisconsin still over a minute on the power play. This is Quinn Finley sending it underneath to Tassi. Tassi has it taken away, but Whitelaw able to buy some time and works his way back up to the top. Belonchuk sending it in and a goal! Simon Tassi.
And it feels like for Notre Dame, there's the shot from the point by Poladichuk. Off the stick of Tassi out front, who's parked himself in front of Bishop all night long and has taken a lot of punishment because of it. And also with a lot of game-winning goals for the Badgers as well.
Quinn Finley through defenders, dropping it off to D. St. Fowl, will turn and send it back out. That's Vorlik, he's sending it down. That's Quinn Finley once again. Finley tries to spin, loosen the slot.
Entering the zone, Finley might have had him cutting in. And with both both Notre Dame defenders moving towards Finley, and you had Fitzgerald moving the other way.
And right on cue, here comes Wisconsin. Sawyer Soul draping it to who's Lucius, who can't center it. Shaw almost puts it in, and did he? Yes, he did!
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. The crowd had no idea that the puck was in the net, just kind of wrapped it in. I don't think Scholdy was in. And then they pointed, goal, horn goes off. I guarantee you that Notre Dame is going to challenge this, though. Because there is a Wisconsin player planted out front, Vishal, and they got to take advantage of this now.
Wisconsin got an empty net goal yesterday. Probably a good call from Notre Dame. This is their chance to strike. They try and do that right there. That one off the side netting, and it's in the crease, and Notre Dame cuts the deficit to 1. Cole Knuble has been itching for a goal all series. He gets it right there.
Able to get this one home. A great play there by Landon Slaggart. He's been working on that playmaking. That's part of the reason why he elected not to sign with Chicago this offseason and come back to Notre Dame, and making a nice pass there to Knuble.
And it looks like that will do it. Wisconsin holds strong and wins a 3-2 thriller, a sweep over Notre Dame.